good noon coming to 11 o'clock. It's about 11 o'clock coming to noon. Congrats on my recent video I made. Yeah. Are you getting your beard today, Ivan? No, I'm just getting a pack of smokes. I'm not touching my savings this time. I'm gonna be serious and not touch it. My youngest stepbrother saved like $30,000 working for the bank in like 4 years. He saved $30,000. Even though he's hiding his wealth, he saved like 30K in like 4 years. That's why I'm like, yeah, I gotta save my money too. Yeah. I could save $5 grand and like $8 grand by 2027 if I'm serious, obviously. Which I will. These guys are good. I made it. Milk is so good. Yeah. Did you watch Plague Tale Requiem? Yeah, I'm like 7 hours into the game. There's a good like 3.5 hours left. I have like 3.5 hours left. That's an amazing game, man. The Plague series is an amazing game. It's like watching a movie, right? One of my favorite series I'd rather play on this channel. Yeah. So Ivan, you're more into story-driven games. Yeah, story-driven linear games. Those are the games I like more. Whereas open-world RPG, it's better playing experience as a player, but watching it's not. It's more boring. It's not as interesting, right? That's why I don't want Zanus to be open world. I want it to be linear, story-driven. That way, it's a better experience. And the Gray Escape, I don't want an open world either. I want it linear, obviously, and story-driven. You guys what I'm saying? That's my point. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you and Reach are going to be movies. I guess we are. Most famous movie stars in the world. And the highest paid movie stars in the world. Yeah. Because me and Reach actually control our money for our film studio brands. We control it all. The game money, movie money, merch money, all those billions go to me and VJ. And Amazon takes a 10% cut, obviously. The pie. Yeah, the deal me VJ signed is a huge deal. It's a deal worth tens of billions, man, for the Zane's brand, the Grayscape brand, they're unique. It's in the billions, man. It's crazy. $50 like $100 billion new you're gonna make off the in profit. New you're gonna make off the Zane's brand. I think maybe around 50, 60 billion we make off the Zane's brand UVG or more, maybe 100, I don't know. Something crazy. That's why the Gates want to sell. They don't want to make that kind of money, right? Even though it's peanuts, compared to how much money they make, they see me and me as thieves because we're affecting their entertainment industry, their Hollywood industry. As Hollywood only does about like 65 billion a year according to Google. 2025 Hollywood generates $65 billion as an industry. Well, the Zane's brand will beat that. The sales of the Zane's brand is 100 plus billion at least, right? 120 billion in sales, 100 billion in sales, something crazy. 100 billion sales, me and Vijay make like our 40 something billion dollars off the Zane's brand. Amazon gets like their $4 billion, yeah. Yo, Ivan's Film Studio pulls out the wire. Like one movie alone with the game and the merch is generating more money than the entire Hollywood industry. Yeah. That's why the Gates see me reaching Steve's because we're affecting their Hollywood business, obviously. A little bit. Whereby the companies have to charge more now for their tickets. They want to make their money. And quite a bit of television shows were getting canceled because of Ivan and BJ's fame and glory and their movie. As the fans care way more about the Zane's movie than they do these actors' movies in Hollywood, right? They don't really care about that much compared to the way they care about BJ's movies. That's why they offer like shit to Hollywood actors. Even big budget like movies that have a lot of buzz, like a big movie, even those movies are now the side attention. But the big movies should still make their money, obviously. But the Hollywood companies will charge more, probably $17, $17.50 for a ticket, so they can make their profit, obviously. Yeah, and the big movies I'm gonna watch on theaters with VJ too, to build buzz from our Zane's movie, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing a lot of movies on theaters with VJ. In Vancouver, right? VJ, you want to go see more on theaters? Ivan, sure, let's go see movie on theaters. Yeah. At the Cineplex in Vancouver, right? That's what we're going, obviously. I could get another coffee, guys. Yeah. You didn't get your pack of smokes yet. I still have like 6 smokes left. So I didn't get my smokes yet, my pack of smokes yet. But all I'm getting is just a pack of smokes. I'm not getting beer because I don't want to touch my savings this paycheck. I want to be serious, obviously. And the John, I'll have about 850, 900 saved. If you save your money, Ivan, you'll have like about 5K saved, $5,000 saved, Ivan, by the end of this year. And that's enough money for you to design your cover, proofread your book. Because what I'll do is I'll have the person do everything. Yeah, I want you to proofread it first, and after that, I want you to format it, and I want you to design a cover for me. And that's like about like 3,000 in costs around there, right? For Ivan O'Meara. I get that all over with. And my book is not ready to be released on Lulu. I own the rights to it. I have the keys on my place. I just have to go through the gates. Join myself for a couple more years, so maybe 38, 30, 37, 38. I'm gonna let the gates know. Yeah. And the day my book gets proofread, as I'm a cover and for my book, I'll let you guys know and I'll show you my file on my email, right? He's like, oh my god, Ivan actually completed his book. Well, my book's already done. He got it proofread and formatted. Holy shit, man, that's ready to release on Lulu. Yeah, it is. I just have to go through the gatekeepers. Yeah, to make my money, right? Because this is their house. I have to go through that to make my money. Yeah. This is their house, obviously, right? And they locked all the doors on me. I have to go through them, obviously, to make my money. He's like, yeah, Ivan, you can open the door and make your billions, but to make your money, your billions, you have to go through the gates. For me to actually make the cash, I have to go to war with the gates, obviously. And once I pay the fee, I take my money, I take my wife, and I run. Obviously, VJ. I get VJ out of Hollywood, and I run over VJ. Obviously, you guys are crazy people. I escaped, and I got out of the gatekeeper's hall system that they own. And you'll find out how dirty Hollywood is, Ivan, when you face the gates. That's how dirty Hollywood is. Yeah, you find out how dirty. I have to smash like what, thousands of women to know my blades on my book, man. Yeah. So Ivan, where the money, that's where it's dirty. Yes. Where there's less money, it's clean. Where there's not much money, it's clean. Where you make a lot of money, that's where it's dirty. As right now, I work minimum wage at a restaurant. I don't have to do anything. I have freedom. The once I face the gates to make my own, my 20, 30, 40, 50 bit on my book, I have to smash like tens of thousands of women and my own stepmother. It's dirty. Yeah, it's dirty. Where the money is, it's dirty. That's how it works, right? Yeah. That's why Vijay cries out because she knows you did it and she got duped. Yo, I got duped. I wanted to get me the fuck out of here. I got duped at the gate, Simon. Get me the fuck out of here. Yeah, she got duped. I want to be feature manager. I want to be movie star with you. Yeah, she's crazy, feature. Yeah. So Vijay has personal dreams too. Yeah, she has personal dreams and she has business dreams with me, obviously. She wants to be a movie star with me and she wants to do music with me and she also wants to do the personal stuff with me, obviously. Like buy her nice clothes, shoes, get her high-end cars, like Transformers, like high-end cars like that. Build that dream $1 million house, buy the jets, the yacht, travel around the world, set up as suites, go to clubs, bars, restaurants, events, theme parks. Yeah, she wants to do all that with me, obviously. That's why she cries. She's crazy. And she loves me and she wants to be there. She wants to see the light. Don't forget that, right? That's why she's crazy, obviously. She's a crazy woman. Do her justice, right? And I want my laptop back. I hate watching stuff on my phone. Yeah, man. I also have to stop smoking in the house, right? Yeah, but now I'll have a few puffs in here, then I smoke outside. But sometimes I have a few puffs in here. But yeah, I also have to clean my room. My room's a mess. I'll clean it tomorrow. Sunday, I'll clean tomorrow my room. Right? Yeah. So that's really your dream. Yeah, my dream is being a movie star. That's my dream. I know that's glory. And I know I'll make a lot of money for that. George told me, yeah, I mean, like film is where you're gonna make your money. The film, the merchant, and game, that's glory, Ivan. That's where you immediately gonna make your real money, Ivan. The other businesses you won't make as much money. Film is like number one money maker for me, VJ. But that's heavenly glory. That's glory. The world will gladly pay a lot of money to see me VJ in a movie. As a Zayn's box set will be expensive. It'll be like $135 for the box set, which is affordable for the world, obviously. It's still affordable. But Amazon might push for 200. I'm like, no, guys. Most people in the world are average people. $200 is steep. No, charge like $135 for the box set, which is like $100, like I don't know, $50 after taxes, which is affordable for the world, obviously. And the merch will be pretty expensive too, but it's still affordable for the world. And the game I'll sell for like $80, $100, $80 I can sell the game for, $90. But if you don't want to pay that, you're not interested in playing the game. That's why I have Rabbit as my walkthrough star. You can watch the game walkthrough. You're looking at glory for the game too, for Zanus and especially the Great Escape. Amazing glory for the game, right? Unreal Engine 5 technology. Yeah, man, Unreal Engine 5 technology, guys. Okay, that's how Rabbit's like, sign me up, fam. I know, Rabbit. Calm down, you nerd. I was a nerd, honestly. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. The families made all that money. Yeah. Let's say you paid the fee when you're 40, Ivan. How much money do you think the families made during those 40 years while they kept you poor working dishwashing? Hundreds of trillions of dollars, obviously, they made in their bank, obviously. Went to their bank while they kept you poor working dishwashing. And then now that you wrote your book and they know you own the rights to that, they know they dupe you, they want to dupe you too. Now they also want to dupe you too, Ivan, and take your money when they've made all that money for the past 40 years. They also want to take, I don't know, your $50 billion, $40 billion, $30 billion, $20 billion off your book. Those are greedy pigs. I'm like, nah, man, that money's mine. You're not touching it. It's for me, BJ. It's not for you. And they're pissed off, obviously. When this money that I'm making on my book is peanuts. Yeah, it's peanuts, Ivan, but like, you have the keys, man. Like, you have so much power with your fucking keys. Yeah, I can turn my film studio into like a huge business, but I'm still not making the money you're making. You're making whatever money me, BJ. You're just greedy. There you go. Because they know the Zane's brand's like a 50, $100 billion brand, man, for the movie merchant games, a huge brand. The IPs are gonna make like their $50 billion off all that. I don't want him making that money. I want that money going to us. Even when you already made all those hundreds of trillions, yeah, I'm a greedy psychopath. I want all that money going to me. I want to give you the peanuts. I want you to sell to me. But yeah, man, you're not God. You didn't create this place. I have every right to control my money, not you. You're not the creator of the universe. You're not the true heir. Me and each are. That's why God gave us the keys. Because we are the heirs. We're the heirs to the kingdom. That's why God gave us the keys to the kingdom. Like we can be king. We make our billions and control our money, obviously. Yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, hey, you guys. You guys doing the show? Oh, you guys, sorry for the long wait. Well, I'm supposed to get my coffee. Yeah. Yeah. That's what maybe you're living life. Yeah. Well, VJ curious, he actually will. Ivan, how much money did you make off your book, by the way, Ivan? Like, you want to know, VJ? Yeah, I made like $50 billion. You made $50 billion off your book? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, you want a lot of that money. I know. We could build that $1 million house. I know, VJ. We could start that film studio, do our album together. I know. Yeah, I know your dream is doing movies. It's not albums. Yeah, VJ. I like music, but that's not my dream. My dream is movies. I want to be a famous movie star with you, obviously, right? Yeah, Ivan, that's my dream too. I want to be a famous movie star with you too, Ivan. Yeah. So, oh my God, Ivan, you got me out, man. No more fucking like shitty fucking independent movies, Ivan. Yeah, you got me out of Hollywood, Ivan. Like I'm free with you. Yeah, you're free, VJ. I got you out. That's why she appreciates you so much. Obviously, it's because of me. I got her out. She has her freedom, and she actually has the control of me now. Victoria Justice. She doesn't have to worry about the gates taking her money anymore. Her keys are no longer useless, right? She now has the power, the control of me, obviously. King, queen, hands, queen, king, queen, right? VJ now has the power, the control of me, obviously. Former king, queen. She has the power, the control of me, VJ. Yeah, man. She has the power, the control of me, VJ. VJ has the power, the control of me. This time you're going to be serious for your savings, Ivan? Yeah, I will. I'm not going to touch it. Be disciplined and not touch it. Yeah, maybe $20 of it, but like the rest I'm not going to touch. I want to be serious and not touch it. Yeah. My youngest brother saved like $30,000. He works for the bank, right? Even though he hid his wealth, he saved like $30,000 in 4 years. Whereas I didn't save shit. So like, hey Ivan, you gotta start being disciplined. At like, my youngest brother used to blow his money like me too. And then I remember one day we had a discussion, and he was serious. Starting in like 2022, he's been saving his money. He saved like $30,000. He's about to get his driver's license, and he's gonna buy a car for himself. I'll say a used car for himself, right? Even though he's loaded, he's hiding his wealth. He saved like 30K, man. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, if I'm serious, in a good like 4 years from now, I can easily save like 15 grand, $70,000. I'm just serious with my money. It's 4 years, Ivan. You can save $70,000. Yeah. Obviously, you gotta be serious, Ivan. Yeah. I have just enough for smokes until like next Friday. Yeah, and I also have my cans, so I have enough. By the time I get paid next Sunday at Dinty's, I'll put maybe 40 in my savings, and the rest I'll blow out. So I'll have enough until the end of the month when I get my next $600 check from the Welfare Quebec, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, your stepmother will tell you that your book's number one. Yeah, she did. I'm not lying. 2022, I remember. Yeah, the book you wrote's number one. Hollywood love this to be all over this. That's what she told me. Those words, right? Yeah. And you guys know what I mean. You read sections of my book. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Ivan. Based on what we read, man, that's a masterpiece, Ivan. That's entertaining shit. Yeah, it is. This is a masterpiece, man. Read the book, man. It's better than Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. Does it blow those books out of the water? No, it's closed, but it's the better read. It's more entertaining read. It's the better book, honestly. I'm not gonna say it blows out of the water. That's me being cocky. No, it's close, but Zanus is a better read. Because those books are amazing too, obviously. But there will be millions of fans who probably might hate on me and they say I like Game of Thrones movies. But yeah, if you like those books better, guys, I understand. I'm not gonna judge you for it. Art hits everyone different ways, right? Yeah. Art hits everyone different ways. There you go. Get my pack of smokes after this. Yeah. 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 Well, Peter Jackson really pushed for more money. Yeah, because he's a greedy pig, his agent will push for more money. But like once I say no, Peter will finally tell me, I'm just a master man. This is not money for me. $1 billion plus in my bank is not money for me. People tell me that. Because Peter's making like his $1 billion plus dollars after taxes. His agent's making like his $100 million off Peter. That's not money for Peter. I'm not paying more money. This is more than what he made for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, Peter. Alright, it's a deal. Sign me up, man. Like, oh, holy shit. I mean, your company blows a whole lot, man. Like, this is more than what I made for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit combined. I know, Peter. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy with the contract, Ivan. Thank you. You're very generous, man. This is a lot of gold, man. I know. I could retire after this. I know, Peter. This is too much money. I know, Peter. That way you work hard for me. Worry about it, boss. I'm gonna work my ass off for it. We're gonna make an amazing movie together. Better than even Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Fuck Moonlight, Ivan. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck the Hollywood elites, Ivan. I'm gonna work much harder for you. You paid me more money, gave me my freedom. You gave me an unlimited budget, Ivan. Whereas you gave me a shade hour in the budget for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, people might tell me that. They gave me a shade hour in their budget, Ivan. You're fucking cheap, New Line, Ivan. You only gave me $90 million for the Lord of the Rings movies, Ivan. I know, Peter. Yeah, I mean, Lord of the Rings, I was very limited in what I can do. It was an okay budget of $90 million. Like, this budget's unlimited. Yeah, $3 billion budget towards Zanus is unlimited, man. For Peter or Mel Gibson, right? For the movie. Got some sour. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I saw him coming in, guys. That scared me. Yeah. How long you talk for? I don't know, 45 minutes. I'll end the video here. That's good enough, right? Yeah. Going at this, Ivan, I'm gonna watch show with you guys. I'm gonna go get my smokes. When I ride back home, I'm gonna watch show with you guys. And after that, I'm gonna binge uh Plague Tale Requiem. I'm almost done. I have like 3.5 hours left. I'm done the game. Fucking amazing game. I'm shocked Robert didn't finish that game. And like Robert, man, that was an amazing game, and you didn't finish it, man. He plays all these other games that are not as good, obviously. All these soul games. The soul games I don't like. The soul games are boring. They're not that interesting, obviously. The soul games, right? Yeah. The only soul game I like was Elden Ring. Elden Ring was actually an amazing game, but Elden Ring there's no story. It's not really a story-driven game. It's just like fighting all these bosses, right? Yeah, see, those are the games that I'm not really interested in. I'm more into the story-driven games like Plague Tale, Requiem, Last of Us, Detroit Becoming Human. Those games are better than the other games, all the open world games like Elden Ring. And I love Elden Ring, but it's not my favorite game on Robert's channel. Right? That was an amazing game, but it's not as good as like Last of Us. I even like Plague Tale better than Elden Ring because it's more story driven. It's like watching a movie. The story driven games, the linear story driven games, feels like you're watching a movie when they're so entertaining to watch. Whereas the other open world games are not as entertaining to watch. That's what I'm saying. Don't hear what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why last year was a bad year for games on Robert's channel. It was playing all these games I didn't like. All the games last year I didn't like. The game of the year was hands down Mafia Old Country. That was the game of the year for 2025 for me personally. But this year's a good year. You have Resident Evil, Requiem, you have the James Bond game coming out in the end of March. Robin will guarantee cover that game because that's like a big game in 2026. I can't wait for that game. And the most excited of all, obviously, Grand Theft Auto 6. And also Wolverine, Marvel's Wolverine. Those are like the four top games of like 2026, right? Coming out this year, right? Yeah. I'm sidetracked, guys. Yeah. So BJ wants a piece of your blaze. Of course she does. Duh. She wants a piece of it, honestly. That's why she cries. But she knows I did it, man, or it's too late for her. She's so all to the gates in Hollywood. Whereas Ivan's not a sellout. Ivan wrote his mouth, that's what his name is, and that's the blatant for him. I want him to get me out. I want a piece of that. But she knows with that money, she can achieve her personal dreams and career dreams with Ivan. The blaze have been off the book. BJ probably has like 4 or 5 million in her bank. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but like it's not like unlimited. You have to be careful how you spend your money. Whereas, you have tens of millions in your bank, that's unlimited. Yeah. Live a life with that money. You can start a film studio better than Hollywood now with that money, man. I don't know, 50 billion I make off the book. Start my own film studio better than Hollywood. Get like a $500 million jet. $100 million yacht, yeah. $100 million jet, yeah. Build that dream $1 million house. Money. Drive around the world, stay at the best suites and resorts. Hire limo services, drivers. All pocket change. Fund the movie with your own money. $3 billion in this movie, like Lord of the Rings, yeah. You can pay the Hollywood actors more money than they make Hollywood, get them out of Hollywood. That's what I'm saying. So Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley are really gonna envy John. Oh yeah, they will. They're gonna be envious, obviously jealous. Obviously jealous of John's success in his career, obviously, right? Because John's in a fucking movie with Ivan and BJ, man. He's gonna be world famous. The whole world's gonna watch that. So John Boyega will be world famous. They're enemies, obviously, yeah. John gets experience like Glory says the thing with Ivan and BJ. We're all left behind Hollywood. And John's making more than all of us. We don't make this money in Hollywood, yeah. Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, these really don't make $20 million in Hollywood. No, they make like their 2, 3, 4, 5 in Hollywood, those guys. That's how much they make. They're smaller A-listers, right? They make probably 3, 4, 5 million in Hollywood. That's how much they make, those guys. 6 million if they're lucky. Yeah. That's why they're gonna beg John Boyega for work. But John Boyega will not give word because he's selfish, obviously. He's not gonna give word. He's selfish, that guy. I'm not giving you word. If I asked you for word, you wouldn't give word. I'm not giving you word, man. John Boyega will not give word. He's selfish, obviously. That's what else I'm on. I'm like, no, John, you get 10, I'm not paying you 20, so I'm being greedy. Yeah. This is dumb, I'm saying it sounds like John Boyega, yeah. What deal did John Boyega sign? He signed about like a 21 million deal, but like if you include speaking, he signed like a 28 million deal, around 27 million deal. He's gonna make his like 6-7 million speaking. But in the contract, I'll say potential earnings in speaking engagements, potential earnings. But guaranteed, I will go world touring for Zayn. There's no way I won't go world touring. They're gonna want to interview me, the actors, at like large venues. Guaranteed, I will go world touring, and John Boyega will make like his 6-7 million speaking, so he signed like a 27 million deal, which is like 17 million his pounds. John Boyega is walking with like 9 million in his bank after taxes and his agent's cut. He's $9 million richer. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. He got paid, man, a lot of money. That's why he's like, holy shit. He's like, Ivan, man, like I'm not even worth this. Yeah, John Boyega knows he's not worth $27 million. You know, I'm willing to pay that for the movie. That way he works harder for me. But if he gets greedy and he wants more money, I'm not paying him to make more money. That's what else I'm on. I'm like, you know, John, you get 10, you greedy pig. I'm not paying you 20. You're not worth that. This is what you're worth. So, yeah. Are the actors allowed to play around and have fun on set? Yeah, they can, but when it's time to work, you gotta be serious, guys, and work. Because every time when I watch the behind the scenes of movies, you always know how the actors, they fool around and everything, they have fun on set. Yeah, you're allowed to fool around and have fun on set. When it's time to shoot, you gotta, no more fooling around. Everyone has to work hard, right? You wanna make an amazing movie together, everyone has to work hard. That's how it works. I paid you guys a lot of money. All the Hollywood Zayna stars, they have to work hard. And John's making his like $9.2 million for like a year of work. That's a lot of money for him. Work hard for him. Obviously, he doesn't make that in Hollywood. Yeah, not a $9 million check for like 10 months of work is a nice paycheck. John Baker, right? His 9 million is divided. His 9.2 million is divided over the 2 weeks, every 2 weeks for like I don't know a year of shooting. That's why looking at Dirty Work for Zanis. That's why I'm never filming a movie like that ever again. I'm never gonna film a movie back to back ever again after Zanis, because I don't want to film for about a year ever again. That's a lot of work. That's dirty ass work, man. The Great Escape will be slack with Keanu Reeves. It'll take like 4.5 months to film that. It's not as much work. A lot of work, but not as much work as Zanis, right? Yeah. Yeah. So VJ will appreciate you what you did for her. Yeah, she will. I know sometimes I sleep and she wakes me up. She's like, Ivan, I made you breakfast. VJ makes me breakfast because she'll always remember what I did for her. Like, yeah, because of me, you're living this life and you're queen, man. Like, without me, you would have been fucked in Hollywood. That's why she'll appreciate me so much, obviously, for what I did for her. She sees the light now, too. So she'll actually sleep now. She won't cry anymore because she's a fucking crazy woman. Yeah, if I don't see you, I'm going to cry every night forever, Ivan. Really, VJ, are you that fucking crazy whereby if you don't see Ivan, you're going to cry to him every night forever? Like, that's how fucking crazy VJ is, man. She'll be crying to me forever if I don't save her. Every night. Non-stop, man. She's fucking crazy, that woman, man. She's a psycho. Yeah, man. Why is she psychotic like that? Why is she so crazy? Because she's the only one who knows what it's like to see Ivan, right? No one else knows what it's like to see Ivan except for VJ. She wants Sodalite, that's why she's crazy. She wants to see it badly again, obviously, but because she's infected, she's never going to see Ivan. That's why I have to save her for her to see the light, obviously. Yeah, otherwise she'll never see Ivan, right? Yeah, yeah. That's why she'll really appreciate me a lot, what I did for her, man. VJ, right? Yeah. Well, you make her breakfast sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I will too. I wake VJ up. VJ, I made you breakfast. I make like scrambled eggs, sausage, and bacon, and like French toast. That stuff I'll be buying, obviously, in the grocery for breakfast, obviously. French toast, bacon, sausage, and like eggs, juice, milk, 24 case of like soft drink cans, and beer too, and a few stuff for supper, and that's it. And maybe a few bag of chips to munch on at home sometimes. I'll be buying chips too. Sometimes it's nice to munch on chips when you're at home, right? Snacks, right? Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Well, VJ work hard for the movies. Yeah, she will. She'll work hard. You see her in the office with me. She's helping me with the business calls. Yeah, she's working hard. But me and VJ are doing slack work, obviously. But we're all working hard because we invest our money into the movie. We want to make an amazing movie together. VJ helps me out with the concept arts with John, Han, Alan, Lee, and Peter, or Mel. She's working hard, obviously. And she knows what I fucking did for it, man. Like, she actually has the power and the control with me. And she sees Ivan, man. Obviously, only one who sees Ivan was all. You guys will never see Ivan. You guys don't see how, because you're not meant for me. You guys are on X, right? You're not meant for me. That's part of your nature, right? You're X. Your body expires. You can't see Ivan because you're dirty, obviously. You guys are dirty and filthy. Because VJ's fresh, because she's from the heavens. She sees Ivan. You guys don't. As you're never going to see my father, right? You don't deserve to see my father because you guys are wicked people. There we go. I'm proving a point why you don't deserve to see me, guys. You're wicked people. There we go. Yeah. But I wish you guys the best. Even though I know you guys are wicked people, you're a mess I made. Even after what you did to me, I just take my life and I live life with her and I peace out. I kill you with kindness. Because I'm not living a life and I'm King Gloom of Egypt, we're trending. And the glory is international. You guys feel abandoned by God. Left behind and abandoned by the glory of God. That's why some of you guys are going to cry. And you're going to feel the price that you paid, man. Yeah, we made Ivan and VJ pay a price. And like Ivan settled the government. We're paying a price too. We're abandoned from his glory. And we're not saved. We're left behind. You're left behind, you're not saved. That's why the Hollywood actors from my movies are going to beg, because they don't want to be left behind. They want to be saved. They were saved. They don't want to be left behind. They don't want to go back to Hollywood. Right now, they're both water. That's what I'm saying. But they're not here for the next movie. I'm going to keep saying that. That's why it's got a bottle of water. And you're welcome, BJ. Anyways, guys. This is Out of Mary. I'm saying out. Peace. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Peace out, guys. Enjoy the show with you guys. Peace. Don't hate me, son.